Hello and welcome to Bay Funny Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a visionary as well. And I'm here to do the rest of the month for May 2018. This is for, will take effect on the 19th. I've got candles burning everywhere. I just have to be cautious. The 19th through to the 31st of May 2018. This is for the sign of Scorpio. Okay, let me just make sure I'm not going to burn the house down. Reminds me of that song, Burning Down the House. Speaking of burning, I do have my intuitive candle here, burning in the background. Again, right now, I won't get this next month. Probably the last one for a while, but it's Magnificent Rose. For those of you that are new to intuitive candles, go to intuitivecandles.com. They have a wide variety, a wide array of different scents. If they don't have what you want, they can actually customize, give you what you want. And they're all individually handcrafted, one at a time. Right here in New Brunswick, they're also the best part on 100% soy-based candles, not harmful to your health. And they have a nice, clean 40-plus hour burn to them. If you should be so inclined to go to intuitivecandles.com and place an order, right now they have a special going on. You get 10% off if you bring the code BOFF10. When you place your order. That's B-O. Hey, fancy meeting you here. I'm back. My battery, I had done a video earlier outside. I did a video for card of the day for today, Friday, and I unplugged my laptop. I mean, that's what they're all about, right? Being mobile. But flipping batteries on them. I'm telling you, mine lasts about an hour and a half. I've forgotten about it, so there I was, talking to you all, Scorpio, and I didn't see the flag come up telling me that it was going to shut off, and it shut off on me. So now we're all plugged in, backed up. I'm glad the system automatically saved the first part of the video, so I didn't have to redo the smudge. I was talking about the intuitive candles. Again, I'll just repeat it one more time if you're so inclined. Did I say that you get reveals with them? Beautiful gemstones and crystals, all kinds of things. This was my one from last night. I put a video up last night, and that's a pink quartz. It's just incredible. I've got so many. Here's my biggest one. This did not come from Intuitive Candles, but that's my really big. That was from my girl Sherry. It's absolutely stunningly beautiful. But here's one of my pendulums, a blue aventurine from the candle. They melt down. You see tinfoil. You take it out. You open it carefully. Don't burn yourself. And you're left with beautiful things like this. Like they're just, here's my clear, here's a clear quartz. Same idea, but it's a clear one. And I've got so many pink ones. I've got others. Anyways, go to intuitivecandles.com. BOFF10 is your promotional code to get 10% off your order while it lasts. Okay, let's get into your shuffle, Scorpio, and let's see what we can stir up here. I hope you have a decent reading, because I'll tell you, there's been a weird thing. There's always a theme, but this theme's like bordering on nasty. You might get a couple of excellent cards, and then you might get one or two that are just, they're nasty. No redeeming qualities of anything good about them, kind of a thing, in my mind. And I search and I read real deep. I go as deep as I can to get the best. I hope for good major arcana cards. A couple of those offsets the negativity of any negativity, that lessens the degree of it. Okay, so I'm going to do a run, and then we're going to cut the deck. All right. There we go. Please know that these are general readings, which may or may not resonate with you. For those of you that are new to the tarot community here on YouTube. So it doesn't mean anything. Move on, find another reader until you find somebody to connect with. You're just not going to connect with me, I guess. Some of these readings may apply to you, some may not, but always remember, I mean, if nothing's ringing a bell at the moment, come back and watch the video again and the reading. Because, you know, tarot cards, it's fortune telling. Fortune telling is a telling of the future. Overall, that's what it's all about. All right, so this is a private, this is a general public reading for the signs of Scorpio for the week of the 19th, or the time period between the 19th and 31st of May. Are the top 5 cards the cards that are meant for this general reading for Scorpio? Thank you. You may stop. That's fine by me. That's enough right there. I'm happy with that. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. Cross your fingers, cross your toes. Okay. First card, overall energy, is the High Priest. It's wisdom. He's not a bad card to have. Start your reading off with. Second card is your finances and your, oh yes, look, oh my. This is twice today I've drawn this card. I also drew it as a card of the day. 10 of Cups, only from a different deck. Same card, 10 of Cups. Oh boy. Okay, card number 3. We're looking at your hearth, your home, your family, friends, love, intimate love, 4 Cups, and boredom. What the heck is that all about? Well, if that's the worst card we pull here today, you'll be doing good. Nice. Okay. Your challenges for the rest of this month, May 2018, is the Knight of Wands and activity. Okay. Your last card and your message from Spirit is the 7 of Cups and possibility. All right. There we go. Let's get right into it here. Your very first card, the High Priestess wisdom, which, I mean, goes without saying, you're going to have to rely on your wisdom for the last half of May here. I can tell you that. This priest usually brings forth matters that relate to Orthodox religions as well. Marriages and ceremonies, holy ceremonies, you know, religious ceremonies, that kind of thing, are being brought to the forefront as well. Also with him, what he brings to you is wisdom and power, all right? And put you on the leading edge of something where you are like the leader of the pack. Education is being highlighted here as well because it is a card of wisdom. So it goes without saying that education and intelligence is a big part of this card. Some of you may be thinking about furthering your education, upgrading your skills, taking a new course, trying something new. This card does bring, now, because of the wisdom it brings, and when the lessons are learned and you've come through it, you're going to realize that there's a different kind of feel to you now, because the mind, your body, and your spirit, the trine, the trinity, all 3 are coming together as one. It's unification in its finest, purest form. You're going to be feeling a lot more connected to your intuition, a lot closer to your guides, to spirit, to the universe overall. It's a wonderful experience. It's a wonderful journey. This card sometimes represents as well the unity of 2 people coming together as one, joining as one, which basically foretells of engagements, weddings, marriage, celebrations, this kind of a thing come to the forefront. So the other side of that could be somebody marrying into a family that traditionally, and you're different from each other. You may have different colored skin. You come from different backgrounds, different worlds. And everything is perfect except for one thing. There are restrictions. with this other person. There's things that you can do and can't do. You're not really comfortable with them is something for you to think about. And anything that makes you uncomfortable, you have to ask yourself, this is what is coming from spirit. The best thing for you is to ask yourself, okay, that's not up my alley. It's not my cup of tea, as they say. It could be anything. It's traditional beliefs, customs, this kind of thing. And you could say, you have to ask yourself, Spirit wants you to say this to yourself. Okay, can I live with this? That's really important. You really need to be honest. Can I live with this restriction? Can I fit that into my life and be comfortable with that in my life? Respecting the other's background and traditions. So you need to ask yourself that. That's what's being brought forth too. But you're going to be feeling the restrictions over someone else's beliefs and customs. The advice of this card is to listen to your inner wisdom. All right, really tap right in and trust yourself. You really need to trust yourself. It's going to lead you eventually, the wisdom that you've gained, into learning about something new, adapting something, embracing something, and learning all about it, like different beliefs and customs. You may embrace it and not feel restricted at all. Your keywords are education, traditional beliefs, ceremonies, unity, a marriage, values, and respecting authorities is coming through with this for the last couple of weeks here. I don't know if you guys can hear that bum, bang, 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 bang. Crowhe's right out there, and he's just getting the seeds, hitting the wood with his beak. 10 of Cups, completion, happily ever after. Somebody went in the lottery, you suppose? Boys, it's falling into the financial and the wealth sector. That's a bit crazy. One moment here, excuse me. Romance comes to the forefront with this card. Love in all shapes, sizes, forms, and every dimension you can think of is highlighted when this card shows up. It's all about love. Bonds are going to deepen. Your love is going to deepen and grow for the people that are around you. You're going to be not only feeling more social, but actually actively more social as well. It's going to get busy under social circumstances. You're feeling good within the family structure. Basically, overall, you feel like you've built a good foundation. In the financial sense, there's security there. There's going to be security. There's more coming. More good stuff on its way in the bigger picture. Gives you the security and the foundation that you're looking for. So many things fall into place with that. If we get that financial foundation built under us and we feel safe and secure within it, it's without question always going to be there. We won't lose it. It affects every other area of our life without financial worry. I mean, we all, more people than not worry about money. We all do. I suppose wealthy people do too, just in a different way. But the thing is, there's going to be, this card just covers every area of your life to make it short and sweet. All right? And in a good way. It's all in a good way. In the most loving way, the most abundant way. Growth, thriving, nurturing, blooming, sharing, giving is an incredible card. Some of you, the card brings out that some of you may find your dream home this weekend. All right? Anybody in search of their home, this may be the weekend that you find that home. Others, on the younger end of things, you may be thinking and talking about having a family right now, and that's a loving moment right there. And the whole process of that from beginning to end is very, very, well, there's no end. Once it begins, that's it. There's no ending. And it's beautiful. The advice for you, go ahead, smile. Feel the harmony that your life is in right now. Allow yourself to feel it. Nothing's going to come along and kick that smile off your face. For those that this applies to, this is a general reading. Please remember that. So it may not mean anything to you at all. But for the rest of you, life is looking a lot better right now. Be very grateful for the life that you have. And now's the time to celebrate it, to really acknowledge it. And others of you will have a specific reason to celebrate your finances as well right now. Keywords are family, love, weddings, home, security, children, and celebration. This is just a fantastic card. You got like hearts right across the board. It's all good. So the next card we're looking at is your hearth and your home. And for the rest of you, that's where you guys are. Like, you suck right out loud, man. I'm teasing. But this is not a good card because it's not the same group of people here, obviously, right? Again, a very emotional card. But having said that, this is a card of feeling very, very dissatisfied with everything in your life. You're not happy in love. You're not happy in your money sector, your job. You're not happy in your home. You're not happy with your relationships. And you say to yourself, I really, really, truly do sincerely want to be a happy person, but I don't even know what it's going to take to make me happy. I have no idea what it's going to take to make me happy. Here's the thing. It's not one thing. It's not some thing that's going to make you happy. You are going to make you happy. You need to get a different perspective of the world and your personal life and go deep inside to who you really are. And you get a different perspective. And you have to ask yourself, for one thing, be grateful if you have your health, because you can be a billionaire, and if you're sick, and money doesn't mean darn thing. It's not about the money. It's about your quality of spirit, the quality of the physical life that you live. Putting things in perspective is seeing the bigger picture in life, understanding life to the best of your ability, just like everybody else. We all try to understand our life and our part of it to the best of our abilities. And that's what it's all about. The search continues every minute of every day. But some of you are really, really low. You're retreating into your shell. And if you do that, nothing will get better. If you're not present in your own life, nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to get better. It's going to stay just exactly the way you left it. You want to know why? Because you're the one in control of that. Nobody else. You put that pen on the table. When you come back a week later, that pen should still be on the table. It wouldn't have moved. It's the same thing. But if you close yourself off, you close yourself off to karma. You close yourself off to destiny and all those things. You just basically, you're the walking dead when you close yourself off. There's nothing's going to happen there. You got to take a deep breath, and you really got to talk to yourself and realize that you and only you are responsible, okay, for your own happiness. It isn't somebody else. Falling in love isn't going to make your life all happy. It doesn't fix anything as far as your life goes. It enhances your life. But it's, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people in the world don't realize that, and they need to be told. I know, because I've met a few. You need to be told what's appropriate, what you need to do for yourself. You know what? And if you don't know where you're going, then you need to talk to somebody. Anybody. You need to open up. You need to vent. You need to talk. Keywords are stagnation and despondency, disillusionment, self-protection, a need for change, but there's stubbornness and rigidity. And this is for a small handful of people. This is your world. You got some work to do before you end up having some splaining to do, right? Okay. Your next card is the Knight of Wands. It's very emotional time for you. This last half of the month here, Scorpio, emotional time. You've got 3 out of 5 cards are hearts, cups, all about emotions, water. So you got the Knight of Wands and activity. I just got chills because I just felt that. Because Scorpio is a water sign as well. And you got 3 cups representing water. 3 cards representing water out of 5. Yeah. Very emotional time. And being a Scorpio and receiving those 3 water signs right there, water cups, um, water, whatever, cards, get them backwards. It's going to be some things, it is almost like a bipolar thing going on. No disrespect to anybody that has that, but that's what I mean. There's like one extreme joy, and then this lulling, this plateau in between. That's what I'm seeing in the cards. I'm seeing like this big spike of joy and happiness, and then I see a plateau with the 4 in between, and then the 7 of cups and possibilities, and we go up again. It's some of you may experience all 3 of these things. It's hard to say. So with this card here, we're looking at the Knight of Wands activity. This is in your challenges within, and I'm here. You're going to have a hard time, just like I just explained, holding on to this crazy roller coaster, trying to get things done. Your plate is almost, it's your plate of life right now is so full. You need to put sideboards around the plate to keep everything in and in one place before it all spills over and goes awry. Here's the thing. Any of you that have had any plans, any grand scheme ideas, we all like to dream pie in the sky thing. I mean, if I keep it real, it's like I've never, if I had my way, I wouldn't care if I became billionaire tomorrow. I wouldn't leave where I'm living. I'd have a new home. I'd save a lot of the nice wood in here too, because that's the real deal stuff. I'm told you can't even buy planks of wood like that in pine anymore that are cut that way. But anyways, you've got to ask yourself what's really, really important to you. Things are going to get busy. They're going to get crazy. But like I said, you may be able to realize, for maybe one person out there, you may be able to realize one big, huge dream you had, and lo and behold, all of a sudden, the possibility's there, and you can't believe it. And you thought, I never actually thought I'd have that, and have that come to me, or have that happen. Oh my God. Now what do I do? But it's a good what do I do? It's panic, but it's a good panic. Expect opportunities to come your way for some of you. There's also going to be a barrage of emails. You're going to get real busy in anything to do with communicating in any way, shape, or form is going to just seem to shoot through the roof. And it's like, somebody stop this crazy train so I can get off for a break. I need to catch my breath. It's just too much too soon. It's just a dizzying array of activity around you. And you need to get on top of it. And you're going to have to work at that. And even getting on top of it is going to be a job in itself. Gathering up that extra energy to get everything back under an even keel and under control again. It's a good thing. It's nothing bad. That's for sure. Decisions are going to have to be made, but you're going to be making progress within your family and your professional field as well. Even some of you may be moving towards the end of the month as well. You're going to be moving house, and this is a good move. It's not a bad move. Relationships will be highlighted between now and the end of the month as well. A lot of fast movement period and of advice. You're going to have so much going on that you're going to have to pick and choose where all your effort, time, and energy will serve best. You're going to have to make a list of priorities so that your energies aren't scattered everywhere. And you may be getting things done, but you're not getting stuff done. It's in small increments, and you're not really getting anywhere. So you've got to focus where you need it the most, and work and focus on that, and then move on to the next thing, and so on. A lot of freedom again and fast movement. Keywords are energy, movement, focus, passion, balance, communications, and relationships. You'll be dealing with all that, trying to make time for everything and everybody. Your last card in this reading is the 7 of Cups. It's all about possibilities. Now, I always laugh when this card comes up, because we're never really happy with what we have, or what we're given, or what we're dealt. And when things need to change, there's usually decisions that have to take place. And sometimes there's options. And you got 2 different scenarios. You got, wow, am I ever lucky? I've got options, so I'm not locked into just one choice here to either say yes or no to one thing. That's wonderful. Other people wouldn't view it that way. They would rather be in the position where it's pretty straightforward. A yes or a no is pretty straightforward. They don't want options, because options means indecisions and weighing things out. It takes time to think them through and whatnot. So that's going on. But there's going to be, for somebody out there, there's going to be options, and there's too many of them. And here's the thing. You've got to look at the bigger picture at the end of each one. All right, that's going to help you. Here's the problem, though. You're left to imagine a lot of what's going to go on between point A, B, and C. When you get to C, what's everything going on in between, and they're all very different. They can all have different scenarios, but your imagination is left around a little while because you don't have all your facts on any of these options. That's the number one hard rule thing you have to do, is try to dig some facts up, so it helps you in your decisions. That just goes without saying. It's common sense, but you may be put in that position. I don't know what's brought it to you. I don't know what it's about. I don't know where you're going with it. But for some reason, something's fallen into your lap and you've got to make a choice. There's almost a fantasy quality about this, whatever that is. What's real? What's not real? What's fake? What's fakery? What's reality? Something like that going on. But your dreams and visions will be important to you at this time as well. So says Spirit. The advice of this card: do not rush in for just any one option when you have options and decisions to make. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but it's enough to drive somebody crazy. But I just kind of see the humor in it. I don't know why I do, but I just do. If you have the luxury of time on your side with these decisions that you have to make, sit back and relax. Wait and see what manifests, because there'll be movement, and you'll be able to sit back and watch it. It'll give you more insight on which way you're going to go. Keywords are fantasy, confusion, choices, dreams, imagination, vision. Passion is the last word. Oh, there's going to be a lot of passion for you guys for the rest of the month. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you'd like to have a prior reading, please look below this video window in the Show More section, read through there once, grab my only email that I have, and send it off to me that you'd like to have a reading on, get you taken care of. Join us on Facebook as well for if you want to join the group Bay of Fundy Fortunes. And it is a closed and private group full of like-minded individuals just like you and just like me. Thank you to everybody for all your likes, your comments, and your shares. I really, I do appreciate that. Right there, it just makes me smile. It's like, good. You know, the message gets out further and further. That's wonderful. So if you're looking for me, you don't find me here in Bay of Fundy Fortunes. You'll find me walking down below. Sitting on the beach now, because it's warm enough to do that. It's beautiful today. I may take a walk a little later if I can get through these readings. And we sit on the beach, TT and I, those of you that know TT, and we sit and watch the Bay of Fundy slowly sliding towards us, waves coming in and whatnot as it inches closer and closer to our feet as we sit in the sand or we're on a log down there, and realizing it's a thrill to realize that this big, huge body of water that's coming in at me, that it's the highest tides in the world. In the flippin' world, man. Kid you not. Bay of Fundy. Look it up. Google it. Anyways, yeah, no matter where you find me, here, there, anywhere. I live in the Bay of Fundy. I have all my life. And I'm a high tide junkie. It's a high tide. So there's something to be said for low tide as well. It's a lot of fun to walk around on the bottom of the seabed floor. And there's a lot of life there. You wouldn't believe. But I'm a high tide junkie. So anywhere you find me, you're going to catch me waiting on the next high tide. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you come back for the June monthlies. In the meantime, keep the peace in so you can share that light and love out. And let's change the world one smile at a time. Smile at a stranger today. It'll make a difference. Have a good one. See you in June. Bye for now.